I love butter. Like, I absolutely, utterly love it. And for me, like, it is the classic French training in me, you know? Like, we're taught to cook with lots and lots of butter. And this dish is the perfect showcase for the most amazing, beautiful butter.
There is a lot of butter going on here, so I'm keen to know how all of it comes into play.
I'll show you, trust me. I'm gonna convert you by the end.
I hope so. What can I do to help though?
Okay, if you can start off by chopping probably half the chervil, half the parsley for our sauce.
Yep.
So I'm getting the steak to cook first because we can pull it off and leave it to rest whilst we get the rest of our sauce and our salad made. I always say with steak, the general rule is however long you cook it for, rest it for half the amount of time. So if I cook this for 10, I'm resting it for 5, okay? And that is an absolute must to give those muscles and the meat time to tenderize and relax and all the flavors and juices to go back into the meat. And with steak like this as well, the quality of the pan that you cook it in is super important. I want a thick bottom pan, a nice pan like that, which holds the heat, helps with the Maillard reaction, so you get a beautiful caramelization on the beef, breaks down those fats, increases the flavor. Like, every little bit of the process is how you get top quality meat. So with the sauce, I'm starting with a cold pan. So I'm just gonna put the heat on this now because it's a butter sauce, essentially, and I don't want the butter to burn as soon as I add it to the pan. So I want it to start cold and get hot with the shallots already in there. I used unsalted butter for the steak, and for the sauce, I'm using salted butter.
Why, of course.
Because this sauce is an absolute umami bomb. You know, everyone thinks of umami with your soys and your mushrooms. French umami is one of the classics, anchovies.
Yep.
It's an absolute flavor bomb in sauces. So I'm starting with just a quarter of the butter in the pan with the shallots.
Just a quarter.
Just a quarter. It's going to grow. And now I've got some confit garlic, which I've literally just cooked in oil, covered, 40 minutes in the oven. Takes away all of that like intense garlic flavor. Now I've got these beautiful anchovies.
Oh, they are good looking anchovies.
Oh, they're gorgeous. Like, I've been picking them all morning. Should probably be double the amount that goes in. But that's just gonna get chopped up roughly and in there as well. You don't need to be worried about the size of this because we're actually gonna blitz the sauce later as well.
Okay, got it. And in terms of the anchovies as well, what do you think makes a good quality anchovy? Like when you're looking for, is it size or is it?
It's the size of the anchovy, but also the texture. You want that almost dark sort of colour to it.
Yeah.
And it looks firm. Like when they look soft and flaky, I would steer away from it.
Okay.
Like when they look firm and juicy and thick and textured,
Yeah.
they're usually a sign of good quality.
That's a really good tip.
Yeah, but look at this.
And this is a skirt steak, isn't it?
This is a skirt steak.
Yeah, which is not as common cut of meat
No,
that
back in a
people are
spoon.
used to.
No, it's a secondary cut.
Yeah.
So skirt's a secondary cut. I much prefer secondary cuts to primals.
I agree.
Because you get all the flavour with half the cost.
Yes.
You know, so it just goes further. Like this piece of meat will feed a family of 4 or one very hungry Mike. And, you know, it will be half the price of buying one fillet steak.
Yes.
So once we turn it, that beautiful foaming butter, we just, as we would say in France, arrosé. Arrosé, arrosé, arrosé. Baste it. Just keep basting it. I know you're not a huge butter person, Jacq, but how sexy does that look?
It's a damn handsome steak, that one.
All right, and then you can see over here, this is just starting to soften. You want to soften the shallots and the garlic, let that all come together.
It smells really good. And for
Okay.
those that are cooking confit garlic at home,
Yep.
what's the process?
I use like a small little pot.
Yep.
You can use foil as well. A little bit of oil on top, cut the top off, season it, 45 minutes in your oven.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. And then let
If you do it in a pot, in oil, if you're doing it in foil, just drizzle it over the top and then let it cool down. I'm gonna get the blender out and start blitzing this up. So we should have a really nice, almost emulsified sauce in here now. Herbaceous, right? Oh, like the smell and the aroma is really, really... I think herbaceous is the best word for this once you get all of that beautiful
it's yum.
chervil and parsley in there. And we're going to add it to some more butter.
Why not?
I told you,
It's
a lot of
French.
butter. So we just mix that through. And then we go back in here. And it looks like it's going to split. Don't worry. It's absolutely fine. It's one of the reasons we do it in the blender, so that it re-emulsifies and it does the work for you. So we're going to blitz this back now. And then over here, we're going to make a very simple, I say we, Jack's going to make a very simple French vinaigrette with the mustard, the egg yolk, the garlic, the lemon juice, the vinegar. Bring that together with olive oil for our healthy salad on the side, of course.
Oh.
I'm going to fry off our fries, and then we're going to be back to plate up. You ready to see this now?
I am so ready. This is a work of art.
I'm going to carve the steak. If you can finish dressing the salad for me, that steak's rested beautifully, but it should be still really nice and pink.
Oh,
Look at that. I'm happy with that. Really gorgeous piece of meat. If you haven't tried skirt before, give it a try. Honestly, it's my favourite cut. So much flavour, and it's great for the pocket as well. All right. So, steak served. We've got our beautiful fries, and I've gone proper French fry style. Very quick and easy to do at home. I'm not chefing this. This is absolute classic steak frites. So we're just gonna go with our fries on one side, our gorgeously cooked steak on the other. Look at that.
So that's your portion, this is my portion?
This is, I don't know what you're eating, but that is 100% all mine. For Jacq. And then our classic Parisian sauce. And look at that colour.
The creaminess.
Like, it's just beautiful. Little dollop of that there. Rest on the side for you to enjoy.
Not without
And the health.
salad.
The salad brings it together. It does. Ties it in with that French vinaigrette. But my steak frites, Parisian sauce, I want to tuck in, do you?
Absolutely.
Let's go. Yeah, I mean, you can have the plate. I'm just going to do this, Jacq. Look at that.
Oh, okay. We're doing it like
Oh, I mean...
That's so rich, but so delicious.
The sauce, you have to taste it to believe it. Umami, I know I've said it a few times, but it really is an umami bomb. The anchovy, the shallots, that buttery goodness, the herbaceousness of the chervil and the parsley. It's just heaven.
Look, I'm not talking because I'm too busy eating, so bon appetit.
There you go.